Basically, what I'm going to do here is show you how the best traders actually think and why you must too. So, the first point is that the mental gap between knowing and doing is big. I'll give you an example. You know the setups, head and shoulders, double tops, contractions, so forth. You've studied the charts. You've probably even watched trades play out exactly as you predicted and still didn't act. That's the gap I'm talking about. The real challenge isn't in spotting the move, it's actually in pulling the trigger without hesitation and staying in when it actually counts. And that gap, it's not technical, it's fully psychological. That's some other things we're going to work on in this course. Point number two is why more knowledge is not the answer. Let me get one thing very, very clear for you. Consistent profits from the markets do not come from more indicators or another course or better fundamentals. Most failed traders, guys, you need to understand this. They are doctors, they are lawyers, engineers, CEOs, some of the smartest people on this earth. So intelligence is obviously not the differentiator. It's not the edge. Then what is? What is the edge? The ability to think like a trader, not like a smart person, not like a perfectionist, not like a control freak, like a real trader. And that's what we're going to cover. While speaking about the most failed traders, I need to tell you, I've worked with thousands of people in my 20-year career so far in the markets, working on the brokerage side, working on my own education sides. I've worked with very, very smart people, people much, much smarter than me, and most of them failed. Why? I told you, it's not intelligence. You need to learn to think like a trader. And number three is the best traders, well, I think you understand already. They're not smarter. They're just built different. Built, not born. Many people have that misconception. You are building yourself every single day. Now, these best traders, they've trained their mind for uncertainty. They've built a framework that embraces losses, admits mistakes fast, and never trades from fear. They trust their plan more than their feelings. They don't need to be right, they just need to execute. Now, here's what separates them: they do not hesitate, they do not rationalize, they do not flinch, and they do not chase. So, do you want to join the top 5%? Stop predicting everything and start managing yourself. That's it. You want to be there? Stop predicting, start managing the most important person you see in the mirror, and that's you. Number four is you're not a risk taker until you accept risk. Now, every trader says that they take risk, but very few accept it. Starting with this moment right here that me and you are talking, you need to start accepting risk. And here's the difference: taking risk is opening a trade, accepting risk is staying completely calm when the move goes against you and knowing that that's completely part of the game. So if you feel discomfort when taking a loss, you haven't accepted the risk. It's pure and simple. I'm not giving you rocket science here. Direct. As easy as it is for you to digest and understand. If you hesitate on the entry or freeze when the price drips or dips or moves towards your stop loss, you have not accepted the risk. This is one of the core skills of trading. Not entries, not exits, but risk acceptance. Number five, the market is not the problem. Your perception of it is. The market is neutral. It's not in your favor or in my favor or in the hedge fund's favor. It gives you information and moves. But if you interpret that information through the lens of fear of being wrong, fear of losing money, fear of missing out, fear of leaving money on the table, then your decisions will always be distorted. There are only core four fears that destroy traders. And they're internal and they're not market based. Until you break that cycle, the market will always feel like a threat. Now, those four fears are fear of being wrong, fear of losing money, fear of missing out, and fear of leaving money on the table. You've experienced it, I experienced it, we all do. So we need to break the cycle. Number six, why most traders fail, even the smart ones, by the way. The trading world is full of people who chase entries, exit too early, move stops emotionally, avoid losses that grow later. Sounds familiar? Yes, it does, because every single one of you I talk to has one of these problems. Those are not strategy errors. They are mindset errors. You do not need more chai time, guys. You don't. You need to fix the attitude that's driving those habits. Number seven, the paradox that makes trading hard. You have to stay confident in an environment when you're wrong all the time. You have to stay consistent in an environment of uncertainty. You have to keep showing up even when the market keeps slapping you losses. That's the paradox. And that's why success in trading looks easy from the outside, but demands a complete inner transformation on the inside. That's the point of this community. Trading without fear, that's number eight we're talking about now, but not without discipline. Well, the best traders aren't fearless because they're reckless. They're fearless because they've trained their mind not to flinch. You need to train yours too. They see the market as an opportunity, not as danger. They let the market go fast when they're wrong. So, what do I mean by this? The market. I'm talking about your trades in that sense. Maybe I didn't explain it well. So, you just gotta let go very fast when you're wrong. If you're wrong, get the hell out. Now, they do not need to control an outcome. All they need to do is control themselves. And most importantly, well, they need to trust themselves. That trust comes from repetition, it comes from discipline, it comes from journaling, it comes from self awareness. The real work that no guru that you follow on social media is actually going to tell you. Doesn't come from hope, guys. So just trust the process. Discipline, journaling, self awareness, do the work, and you're going to reap the benefits. And nine is becoming the trader. That trader actually starts now. So becoming that trader starts right now. The trader you want to become, that's a future version of you have to grow into. And growth will feel very uncomfortable, but I promise you it's worth it. It's going to be challenging. It's going to challenge your current beliefs. It's going to challenge your current comfort zones and your need to be right. But if you want freedom in this game, real freedom, this is the only path you can take, the only one that exists. The mental edge is not a tip, it's a complete rebuild of how you trade, think, and act.